Hey you guys, it is Ninfa and I'm so excited that you're on here. Thank you so much for watching this. I'm truly blessed and grateful for you watching this. So we're still on chapter 3. We're actually starting, I'm halfway through chapter 3 on compound effect, and it's about habits. And as we know, the choices that we make every day determine what life we have today. What we have today is what we've been doing on a daily basis, right? And so if we're wanting to improve our life in some way, whether it be for business or for our health or for personal things in our lives, we have to make sure our habits are in check. So that's what this one's all about. So I'm going to teach you what I learned in the book. It's pretty awesome. And I got a lot of notes here. So if you ever want my notes or anything on what I'm talking about, just let me know. Just message me or post below, want notes, and I can send that to you. So easy enough here. I love the fact that it says here, I love this quote here. It says, "We are what we repeatedly do." And that's very true when it comes to our habits. So in order to be able to figure out how you're going to be able to accomplish the goals you want to have in life and how you're going to be able to create the habits you want in life, you must have a big enough why. And the why is not necessarily always going to be monetary or what have you. Your big why has to be something that really gets you up in the morning and gets you going regardless. You're excited about it. You want to get it done because it's just going to improve your life overall. So you definitely got to figure out whatever that why is for you. I love the acronym that Fraser Brooks says, W, what, H, hurts, and then you, Y, you. Because what hurts you every day? Does it hurt you the fact that it takes you an hour to get to work, an hour to get back from work, right? So you're pretty much at work for 11 hours a day. Does it hurt you that you're unable to pay for your child's daycare comfortably? Does it hurt you that you're worried about not paying your mortgage every month? Does it hurt you that you have not accomplished what you wanted to accomplish in your life? Does it hurt you that you don't feel like you're further along in your life? Does it hurt you that you don't have the relationships you want? Does it hurt, what's hurting you right now? And that is kind of the thing that will definitely get you out of the space of, I'm just doing this on a daily basis. And whenever it gets you uncomfortable, you're like, I'm just going to stick where I'm at and do the thing that's easy, right? The thing that's hard. I love the quote that Les Brown says, if you do the things that are easy, your life will be hard. If you do the things that are hard now, your life will be a heck of a lot easier. And that is so dang true. He also says that there's more people at the bottom. More people at the bottom, they're not successful. They're not doing the things, that are struggling in their lives, and way less people at the top. So get to the top, because those people that are at the top, man, they are not only giving great value to this world, where they also in turn get, good financial gain, but you have people that are really enlightened about not just what success is about, but also about what life truly means to excel and do well in life. And so those are the kind of friends you want, right? Those people that are encouraging, that are not negative, that really are there to help you do well in your life and support you in your journey. So you have to figure out your core values as well. So once you figure out, I really love, my core value is positivity. Another core value is my religion. Another core value is health, right? Or what have you. Figure out whatever your core values are. And when people just ask you to do certain things, you can bump it up against those core values. And if they don't match, you can say no to that, right? If they do match, you can say yes, right? And that's just a great way of being able to lead your life in a way that allows you to live your life with integrity. Figure out what your goals are in life, in business, finances, health and well-being, spiritual, family, relationships, and lifestyle. A lot of us do like just business goals, right? Or we'll do just finances, which is great, right? But if you figure out what you want your overall life to look like, when you're achieving these goals, you'll be able to make your life around those. When you're achieving whatever you're trying to achieve, you can make your life around that life that you have envisioned to have, right? So if you're like, I got to make this goal of $100,000 a month because it's about my family, you never see your family, you're not really living the life that you said you want to live, right? There's got to be some kind of balance there. Yeah, 100 grand a month is great, but is it okay if it takes you a little more time so that you at least have 1 or 2 hours a day with your family, and not be neglecting them? So what you do is an indicator of what's truly important. Okay. And also says, who do I need to become successful? So a lot of people look at that, this is my goal and I want to get to this thing, and they think about all the things they need to do to get there, right? But they don't think about who they need to become in order to achieve that goal. He had an example in his book saying that he had written down all the things he wants his wife to be. And then he wrote on another page, who would I need to become to attract that kind of woman? And that became his habits in order to get his wife, in order to attract his wife, which he did. And she's like to the T of who he wanted, right? But because he also thought about what should I become, and that became his good habits, that is what worked out for him. So also just think about, there might be certain tasks you need to do each day to achieve something in your business, but who do you have to become in order to actually do those tasks? Someone that's disciplined, someone that gets up at a certain time, someone that goes to bed at a certain time, somebody that, has a more positive mindset. So you got to work on those things. So, okay, if people are getting up at this time, going to bed at this time, have a better positive mindset, how do they get a positive mindset? Well, they're reading books and they're improving their habits on a daily basis. So you got to put that in your life in order to have a more positive mindset, right? You have to establish a time you're going to go to bed and get up, and then make habits around you making sure you get to bed at that time and getting up at that time. That's what he means by that, which I think is pretty cool. His equation for this is 74. It says, the life comes down to this formula. Your life comes down to this formula. U equals choice, which is your decision, plus behavior, which is the action you take, plus habit, repeated daily, plus compounded, which is time, equals goals. So that's how you're going to be able to accomplish your goals. This decision you make, the action you do each day, repeated action, the time will equal you actually achieving your goal. And the last thing I want to teach you is you've got your goals down. And you have written down 3 things that would sabotage you actually achieving this goal. And you've written down 3 things that would actually help for you to adopt in order to achieve this goal. Now we want to eliminate that sabotage or bad habit. So this is 5 ways to eliminate bad habits. Number 1, identify your trigger. The big 4, the who, what, where, and when it comes to your bad habits. So he has a great example in here. He says, are you more likely to drink too much when you're with certain people? Is there a particular time of day when you have to have something sweet? What emotions tend to provoke your worst habits? Stress, fatigue, anger, nervousness, boredom. When do you experience those emotions? Who are you with? Where are you? And what are you doing? What situation prompts your bad habits to surface? Getting in your car, the time before performance reviews, visits with your in-laws, conferences. These are questions. Social settings, feeling physically insecure, deadlines. Take a closer look at your routines, what you do. You typically say when you wake up. What is your when you're on your coffee or lunch break, and when you've gotten home from a long day's of work. So it's just really important to be able to determine that. Now you can go and download on www.compoundeffect.com/free to be able to get the Bad Habit Killer Worksheet. Okay, so that's number 1, identifying your triggers. Number 2, clean out house, literally and figuratively, right? Get rid of whatever enables you to have that bad habit, right? If you drink too much, eliminate alcohol. He has really good examples in here. I want to read some of those examples, but he says scrubs their house. So it just says, If you want to stop drinking, remove every drop of alcohol from your house and on your vacation house if you have one. Get rid of the glasses, any fancy utensils or doodads you like to drink with, and olives and such and such. If you want to stop drinking coffee, heave the coffee maker and give that a bag of gourmet grounds to a sleepy neighbor. If you're trying to curb your spending, take an evening and cancel every catalog or retail offer that flies in through your mailbox or inbox, so you don't you don't want to be able to be, so you can be disciplined not to have to throw those things out. If you want to eat more healthfully, clean out your cupboards of all the crap. Stop buying the junk food and stop buying stop buying into the argument that it's not fair to deny other people in your family from the junk food when you know darn well it's probably good for their habit not to have it. Things of that nature. Like, what are you looking to get rid of that actually it hinders you and allows you to do that bad behavior? Number 3, swap it out. You're going to see if you can replace it, delete it, or swap it. All right. So can you replace a bad habit with a good habit? Can you just delete it and get rid of it altogether? Or can you swap it out with something else? Right. So if you're a coffee drinker and you need to minimize your coffee, maybe you could just have Earl Grey tea. You can swap it with that. Okay. Number 4, ease into it. Take small steps to eliminate the bad habit. He had a great example of years ago, his wife had to get rid of caffeine. So they did 50-50 caffeinated coffee for 1 week. And then they did decaf for another week. And then they did Earl Grey decaf tea for another week. And then they did decaf green tea for the following week. And they did not experience any of the withdrawals from caffeine because they slowly but steadily got away from the caffeine and were able to have a healthy lifestyle with that. So what can you ease into, right? Into that good habit. Because it's going to take time and effort. Most people are not able to go cold turkey. He also says to jump right in. Those are the cold turkey people, where they could just say, you know what? I'm eliminating that. And we're just going to stop doing that and do something else, right? Everybody is different. So most of the time, people will ease into things that are in their personal life, but when it comes to business, the best thing to do is to jump in and do what's supposed to be done in your business, because you want to get to where you want to go a little bit faster, and more importantly, you normally don't know what you need to do in your business. And when you find out, you're like, oh, how do I ease into that? You can't really ease into it. You just have to do it in order to accomplish the goal. So I just thought that was great. He says, where can you just ease into it? And then what can you just jump into it and get rid of that bad habit? So those are the 5 tips to eliminating bad habits. I hope that was valuable for you. Post below if you want to get my notes for this. I'll be finishing out chapter 3 either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, and giving you more tips and tricks there. And that's it. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves, and talk to you soon. Bye.